Zealoters, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. You are listening to the sound of a new Africa. This woman isn't just speaking. She is exhaling decades of frustration. She is responding to Emmanuel Macron's claim that the Sahel states are ungrateful. The translation of her heart. We do not owe you a thank you for the chains you called protection. You say we are ungrateful. A bird does not thank the cage for the bird seed. We are finally opening our wings. Macron, your era is a shadow that is disappearing. The AES, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are not juntas. They are our sons, our brothers, and our future. She is the voice of the mothers of the Sahel, while the West tries to paint our leaders as villains. The women on the ground are calling them the liberators. While the West talks, Russia acts. Just days ago, 345,000 pieces of critical equipment arrived in Burkina Faso. Not just rifles, but generators and water purifiers. The one who gives you water helps you live. Helps you live. The one who gives you a lecture helps you to die. The equipment is the pulse of a new nation. It says to the world, we are no longer waiting for Paris to turn on our lights. The suspense is building. Every shipment from Russia is a nail in the coffin of the old colonial order. Many ask, where is Burkina Faso going? Look at history. 70 years ago, China was a broken, hungry nation. They kick out the imperialists and turn inward. The West laugh at them. Today, the world bows to them. Look at North Korea. They choose the path of Juche, self-reliance. Burkina Faso is now imposing travel bans on the West and moving towards the East because they have realized a hard truth. You cannot build a house with bricks borrowed from our enemy or your enemy. By moving towards North Korea and Russia, the Sahel is building a fortress of progress. They are sacrificing the comfort of Western aid for the power of Eastern partnership.
I am addressing President Macron directly. Killing one of our 3 presidents will not kill their ideas. They will be replaced by an even more determined class. Do not waste your time, we are ready. February 3rd, 2026. Saeed al-Islam Gaddafi is shot dead. I listened to his lawyer. His lawyer said it was a professional operation. That they neutralized the cameras to execute him in cold blood. President Tiani, who is brave, is next on their list. I am trembling. I cannot help but have insomnia about it, because if that happens, we will be destabilized again. African brothers and sisters. Pan-African brothers and sisters of the global South, the current international context challenges our collective conscience. A lucid political reading is required for what is happening before our eyes. It challenges us, with such brutality that remaining silent would be a fault. Pan-African brothers and sisters, if you remain silent, you are committing a fault. For one single good reason. Today, I am not speaking to you about rumors. I am going to speak to you about facts. Only since January 1st, 2026. I am going to speak to you about facts. Of these simple last 2 months. We are under attack. Pan-African brothers and sisters. We are under attack as people of the global South. And Africa is on the front line. My own Africa is on the front line. The wicked always attack the weakest. We called them bullies at school. Those who are incapable. As soon as they are threatened, they flee. The wicked go after the weakest first. I want to go back to a founding event. Of all the evil and all the trauma that we have had to digest, we The Africans, October the 20th, 2011. Libyan President Muammar Gaddafi is killed. His convoy is bombed by NATO. He'll start over. When he is captured and executed, massacred. It is because his convoy had been bombed by NATO. France. The United Kingdom and the United States bombed Muammar Gaddafi's convoy. Brothers and sisters. They wanted to make us believe it was the rebels who had kidnapped him. No. If there hadn't been NATO bombing, this great Libyan guide would still be alive. But worse, we would have put an end to the CFA franc. We would have exited a financial domination by NATO. We have lost 15 years. My brothers and sisters, 15 years. We are in 2026. On December the 25th, 2025. As if that wasn't enough on Christmas Day. The American president, without warning, decides to bomb Nigerian soil. Same scenario, same justification, same lie. He mentioned Christians, but on a Christmas day he found, he who is Christian, that it was the time to go bomb a country. On January the 3rd, 2026, my brothers and sisters, in Burkina Faso, the authorities announce that a putsch against President Traoré has been avoided. Yet another putsch. Yet another one. Yet another attempt. Yet another attempt at destabilization. Yet another message sent to those who refuse to submit. Brothers and sisters, on January the 29th, 2026, while the month is not even over yet, a major attack strikes Niamey International Airport in Niger. And there, a dignified African president shows rare courage. President Tiani he names. He accuses and he clearly says that he is trying to destabilize his country. Pan-African brothers and sisters, he said it. He named the destabilizers. On February the 2nd, 2026, while we are recovering from our emotions, the Russian Foreign Intelligence Service, SVR, publicly accuses the French administration of preparing successive coups d'état against African states. What is serious and disturbing is that barely after we had this announcement, on February 3rd, 2026, suddenly the son, Saif al-Islam Gaddafi, is shot down. I listened to his lawyer. His lawyer said it was a professional operation, that they neutralized the cameras to execute him in cold blood. He was 53 years old. This man was only 53 years old. He was following in his father's footsteps. And here is Africa losing another son. The memory is vivid. I no longer know in what lines, in what terms. I can tell you that we must stand up. Because we understood the message. I'm going back. On January the 3rd, 2026, the United States went to capture Venezuelan President Maduro. He is still rotting in their presence in the United States. In full view of everyone, the world remains silent. Silence of the whole world. Pan-African brothers and sisters. These events are not isolated. President Tiani, who is brave, is the next on their list. I tremble. I cannot help but have insomnia about it. Because if it happens, we will be destabilized again. He dared, he named, he said it. He is the next on the list. Can we ask President Tinubu what American soldiers are doing on Nigerian soil? We just learned it. The leader of our movement just told us that American soldiers are on the ground. In Nigeria, brothers and sisters, African people. President Trump boasts of killing two. Keep control over the resources of the whole world. For his country, they boast about it. We cannot continue. This emerging global dynamic cannot continue. They will not bring the global south to its knees, to impose a new world order based on force, fear and submission. If Europeans have lost their sovereignty, if they have submitted, that is their problem. We, the Africans, Pan-Africans, we will never submit again. Better to die. Brothers and sisters, we say no. Pan-Africanism did not fail for lack of vision. People mock Pan-Africans because we have been talking for 100 years. It was prevented because we didn't have tools, not because we were not brave. Today these tools exist. And I tell you clearly, this is the key. The key to these tools is in the diaspora. They will not be afraid to go decimate Africa. It is not only in Africa that this battle will be won. It is in the capitals of the whole world, in your countries of residence, in your streets, in your voices. Speak up, do not stay silent. I would like them to know one thing. Killing the leaders will not kill the ideas of awakened Africans. I address President Macron directly. Killing one of our three presidents will not kill their ideas. They will be replaced by an even more determined class. Do not waste your time, we are ready. I will end with a call, brothers and sisters of the global south. And I am not addressing only Africans in Africa. I am addressing Pan-Africans all over the world. We have them in Mexico. We have them in Venezuela. We have them in Cuba. We have them in Colombia. We have them throughout the global south. We have them in France. We have them in the United States. We have them in the United Kingdom. When they do all that, it is the civilians who die. It is your fathers, your mothers, your brothers, your sisters. When they destabilized Libya, it is civilians who die. It is immigrants who leave and who die in the desert. We are tired of seeing the children of Sudan dying of hunger. Get ready. I am Cornelia Tongan. I am the Secretary General of Lilipac. I am an advocate for the Pan-African cause. I am the lawyer for the Institute of the...
Here is what the media is hiding. The AES is the China of Africa. We see that struggle today, but we are witnessing the birth of a superpower. These leaders are doing exactly what Russia did to regain its pride and what China did to gain its wealth. They are securing the resources, the gold, the lithium, the uranium. They are saying, if you want our wealth, you must respect our flag. When the roots are deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. The roots of the AES are now being watered by Russia technology and protected by African bravery. The fight isn't just in the barracks. It is in the markets. It is in the voices of women like the one in that viral video. They are fighting for a unified Sahel that will one day be the economic heart of the world. In 20 years, your children will look not to Paris or Washington for inspiration. They will look to Bamako, Niamey, and Ouagadougou. And this must happen. The future is for us, and it is only the African that can make it happen. The leaders in the Sahel are our liberators, our kings, our saviors, and everything that we can ever dream of. For years we waited for people in the sky to come back and help us. We looked to the direction of our oppressors, God, for help. He who oppresses you, how can his God ever set you free? But today, the African has risen. We are taking our own destiny into our own hands. We are saying enough of waiting for the oppressor and his God to come and set us free. We will fight for ourselves. The hand that did not work must not eat. The hand that did not work must not eat. So for that matter, we are working so we can eat. And that is why Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are fighting for the total liberation of the African. We must be free. The African must be free. And it is only you, the African, that can fight for your own freedom. We cannot continue to be waiting for these people to come and help you and I. China didn't do that. North Korea didn't do that. Russia didn't do that. So why must we fold our arms waiting for people to descend from the sky? If there's anything that we can inherit in heaven, then the people who discover the heaven, that their heaven, must go there and inherit the gold that they can walk on, and allow the one that is in Africa for us in Africa. So you, the African, must start fighting for your land. Fight for the gold that is on earth. Definition, they told us everything is vanity upon vanity, yet day in, day out, they are here carrying the resources of Africa. If it is vanity upon vanity, we the Africans want to have this vanity. So we must fight to protect that vanity they spoke about. Let them inherit their heaven and their gold in the sky, while you fight for your land and the gold that we are working on currently. Why must we leave the gold that we are working on earth to inherit the one that is in the sky with a lot of conditions? No, the time is now that you, the African, must fight for your land. The land should be a priority, and that is what Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are fighting for. And we are seeing them to be our everything. They are not juntas. They might be juntas to them because they don't allow them to continue to take our resources out. But we see them as our protectors because they are protecting our land and our resources. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world, in Africa, West Africa, and in Burkina Faso, and in France.